Hello everybody and welcome back to another weather forecast here, and this is going to be a update on a major severe weather outbreak that will be going out throughout much of the evening and really early tomorrow morning. We actually have up to an enhanced severe weather risk, which is going to be increasing the chance for tornadoes, hail, and damaging wind, and it's definitely all going to be during the nighttime, which is actually a lot worse. We just had tornado warnings in Arkansas and Missouri, but they just got canceled right now. But we still have millions under tornado watches, and soon we will actually have more tornado warnings to come. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. I actually don't have school at all next week because of coronavirus, so I get to post a bit more. So that actually will be pretty convenient, so I can have more forecasts for you guys since it's been quite busy. But be sure to subscribe. Also, be sure to share the channel to any friends or family that you think will actually be in this major severe weather outbreak, because it's definitely not going to be pretty, and they need to know, as it could be getting quite ugly, and these cells will definitely start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But without further ado, let's get in this video. So here we are looking at the National Weather Service again. We have tornado watches right here in the Ozarks and out there near southern Kentucky and northern Tennessee. We do actually have it for Little Rock now. We have Jonesboro, Poplar Bluff, areas near Paducah. They're far northwestern Tennessee, out there again throughout Little Rock, and far southeastern counties of Oklahoma, and then throughout the tornado watches out here into Kentucky. We do have that for Somerset. We do have Elizabethtown, Bowling Green, and Campbellsville, something like that. Campbellsville out there in southern Kentucky, and then out there throughout northern Tennessee. We do have areas, actually nothing really major, no major cities that I see here. But again, now we're going to be looking at the radar. Hopefully we can actually get it to actually load here. So let's actually see if we can now go into the other radars here throughout these areas. Let's see if we can actually get this. Okay, so again, this is what we're seeing right now. We'll be seeing really strong bands out here off the Ohio Valley, and we're seeing really strong bands moving near Evansville and out there that just moved out of Paducah, moving towards the Louisville area. And again, we also have very strong bands out here throughout central Kentucky. That's where we'll definitely see some issues, where we have tornado watches will definitely be moving north as we go on the video. Also seeing some very strong bands move within the next 1 to 3 hours out there near Cincinnati, areas near Lexington as well. And again, we're also going to be seeing these other bands starting to split up, so that could cause a lot more damage in a lot more areas, as we have, like I said, up to an enhanced risk, which is a level 3 out of 5, which is actually incredibly high. Again, we have a marginal. That's where we have 27 million people, again, including the Southwest. So we have Phoenix and Mesa, Arizona, and then we have Dallas, Indianapolis, and Fort Worth, major cities in the marginal. But we also have Tupelo, Knoxville, Boone, Indiana, Charleston, and also we do have areas near Dayton, Ohio. And now for the slight chance, that's where we do actually have closer to 10 million people. That's from Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, St. Louis, Louisville, and Little Rock. And then about 5 million people in the enhanced risk. That's where we have the worst risk, the best chance for tornadoes, best chance for hail, and best chance for strong winds. So basically, that's where we have the worst of the severe weather throughout all of the whole thing. So if you know anybody, or if you live in enhanced risk, please seek shelter, and it's definitely gonna get quite wild with this. So it's really gonna be really interesting as this plays out. It's definitely gonna be possibly like we saw with the, I believe, was it the Clarksville tornado, the one just outside of Nashville, the EF3. So hopefully we don't have that, but if we do have that, it most likely will be off the Mississippi River and near Poplar Bluff or even Paducah, Kentucky. Tornado risk is incredibly high, up to a 10% chance. I know that's 1 out of 10 chance of actually seeing a tornado, but again, that's incredibly high based on tornado risk-wise off NOAA. If it's actually above a 2% chance, it's actually very high. I know that makes no sense to you guys, but we have multiple tornadoes that for some areas that don't even have a 2% chance, which is actually incredibly high. So again, we're just going to hope we don't have anything really I really hope we don't have a ton of tornadoes, but it's looking like there's a big chance as we getting closer to spring and the warmer temperatures, and overday heating is not going to be helping, especially with the cold front that's moving in with the cold and warm air just to meet. So again, it's actually just reloaded right now, but again, 10% chance that is for 5 million people near Evansville, Louisville, Clarksville, and then Jonesboro. And then the wind threat's also very high, to 30% chance there. That is also where we do have up to 3 million people there for Clarksville, Owensboro, Bowling Green, and Evansville. And then hail threats actually extended. It was actually in Missouri just a couple minutes ago, but now extended all the way near Paducah and Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Hot Springs, Arizona, Arkansas, Conway, Arkansas, Jonesboro, Arkansas, and Clarksville, Tennessee. So that's what it's looking like right now. And now we're gonna be looking at the radar here. So again, we actually have in the next couple hours start seeing very strong bands moving off the Ohio Valley near Evansville. Very strong bands moving into the Cincinnati area, and then we'll have more bands, multiple bands be affecting out here, aftermath moving to Kentucky and Nashville. Out there, that's where we could be seeing some threats for possible more damage, but not necessarily looking like we're gonna have tornadoes with that. So now we are gonna be looking out here into the Midwest, and again, as we now get into the next couple hours here, in the next 3 hours, we're going to see a really strong band moving towards the Evansville area and Louisville. Again, we kind of finished up there with Paducah, severe weather-wise, but again, these strong bands will really start to kick up as we get in the next 6 hours here. So definitely get really early tomorrow morning. Very strong bands near the Cincinnati area, Lexington, and also really the biggest threats probably near the border with Kentucky and Indiana off the Ohio River, which is actually a really big threat. Could be seeing a tornado likely in a multi-celled system out here in Indianapolis. Could be seeing very strong, actually really big concerns for just south of Cincinnati, also just south of Dayton, Ohio, and then these really strong bands will also be moving towards West Virginia and into the mid-Atlantic. Now we also have a threat for the southeast again. Start seeing very strong bands after December. We're going to have up to 5 straight up bands, one after each other, moving towards the Clarksville area, Nashville, and even out there Memphis and Little Rock. And again, really strong bands moving towards Charleston, and hopefully it does not really get as bad as it gets closer into the mid-Atlantic. Could possibly bring very strong bands near Baltimore, and then it should be mostly cleared up. And now we're going to be looking at severe weather right here throughout these areas. Actually, see if we can see the current weather reports. Let's see, this is today. Let's see what we have today. So again, we only have 0 tornado reports and wind reports there, and hail, it's 13. And also, guys, if you guys saw the Buford, Georgia, that's actually not where I live. That's actually where I set up. I have, for some reason, my city set up. That's where it's automatically goes for some reason. But no, I do not live in Buford, and no, I don't necessarily live near Buford. Not necessarily actually live north, like far north of Buford, just so you guys know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye, guys.